Hello everyone, this is Austin from Raw Bliss. Beautiful sunny day here in South Vietnam. Nice blue sky, very minimal clouds. Today I wanted to talk about acne. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions around acne, and I just want to start by saying this is just based on my own experience. This is not indicative of any, this is not going to indicate every single person is not going to have the same sensitivity to acne. And some people are going to be more sensitive than others. Some people are going to have, stronger organs, better endocrine system, and the glandular system. Some people are going to be more stressed. Some people are going to be more calm and more relaxed and have a more sedentary lifestyle. Some people are living in a tropical environment. Some people are living in a subtropical environment. Some people it's very hot and humid, and some people it's very cold and dry, or cold and humid. There's a lot of different variables at play. So a few things that can cause acne. First and foremost, dairy. Dairy is one of the worst ones for acne, in my experience. I had such bad cystic acne. But again, we have to take into account this is also genetic, because my mom had terrible cystic acne into her mid-20s. And, she took a lot of pharmaceutical medications that kind of messed with her, like how those medications work is they mess with your hormones, essentially, because sometimes if you have too much of a hormonal imbalance, that can cause acne. If you have, especially stress hormones, this can cause a lot of acne. So if you're constantly stressing your body, then your skin will show that. Your skin is merely a reflection of what's going on inside of your body. Okay, so there's also things like the Chinese medicine has a face map, and you can look this up online. And certain parts of your face, like under your eyes are the adrenal glands. Next to your nose is like the endocrine system, and things like that. Some parts are the liver, some parts are the kidneys, and some are the stomach, the spleen. And I think the stomach is one of the most important things. To have a clean colon, to clean out all the crap, all the filth. Because when the filth accumulates, it comes out through your skin. The skin is the largest eliminative organ for the body. So especially if the kidneys are overburdened, this can happen from excess protein in the diet, especially foreign protein. Foreign protein is that the body does not recognize, that comes from animal products. The body uses amino acids best so that we can make our own protein. When we get protein from a foreign source like animals, we have to break it down into amino acids so that we can turn those amino acids again into our own protein. We can't use foreign protein. Okay, so that's going to overburden the kidneys. Another thing is too much fat. Too much fat. Again, foreign fat is going to be the worst for the body because it doesn't know how to assimilate and utilize it properly as compared to plant fat, which it can eliminate very fastly, absorb. But again, I find when I have more than about 20% fat that I'll start to get skin problems. So yeah, you look back at my old videos where I'm like living in durian season and just eating durian every single day, like tons of durian. My skin didn't look the best. And like people ask me, how can you still have skin breakouts after 5 years on a raw food diet? And I tell you, it goes a lot deeper than just the diet. And also overeating, because, you know, I do that from time to time. I'm still struggling with this. And more recently, I've been very mindful with my eating. And I think a lot of the acne issues are emotional related. Like when you emotionally eat, it traps a lot of energy. And there's so many things, you guys. Like I've been researching into blue light and how blue light from our phones is destroying our skin. It's so bad for your skin. You know, we need UV light, we need natural light, but not too much. Too much direct sunlight, especially if you're living in the tropics, like right on the equator, it can be hard on your skin. You know, we're forest-dwelling animals originally. We evolved from the forest, so we were under the canopy, you know, of trees. Naturally, we weren't exposed to a lot of direct sunlight, and also it's genetic. So, you know, someone of European descent isn't used to a lot of tropical sunlight. I see people here from Australia, and they just look like straight up lobsters, like radiated, like they look like they, you know, it's not pretty. It looks like they've been cooked. Like the sun is so intense here, it has a UV index of 11. And that's what a lot of Vietnamese have told me. They hide from the sun because it makes you not beautiful. That's literally what they told me. And that's probably why they have such young, healthy skin, because they use the indirect sunlight. You know, they use hats. They, you know, they're very smart about it, about how much sunlight, you know, and just enough, getting just enough. So that's the thing here in the tropics. I know some people living in the different environments might think that I'm crazy, like talking like sun can cause acne. What? So in the Chinese medicine, they talk about heating in the body, and too much heating can cause acne. You have to have a balance of heating and cooling, and this is from your food, it's from your environment, it's from your actions. So overeating is heating. Excess is heating. Doing anything in excess. And like, I thought this was really interesting. You know, do I agree with everything the Chinese medicine says? Not at all. But I do find some validity in a lot of the things they say. Like durian is a heating food. Rambutan is a heating food. Longan is a heating food. There's all these heating foods. Bananas are cooling. Mangosteen is cooling. You know, watermelon, obviously. Dragon fruit is cooling. So when we get out of balance, when we have more of these heating foods, too much heating foods, like I said, like when I eat a lot of durian, I get acne breakouts. It happens. And yeah, so you have to have that balance of heating and cooling. If you live in a heating environment, a hot environment, you need more cooling foods. And it doesn't really make sense because durian, for example, is what the orangutans eat during rainy season because it keeps them warm. Durian literally warms you. It's one of the most heating foods. So that's definitely not something we should be eating long term. You know, it's during a certain time of the year where you eat durian. And I did that for like 2 years. I followed the durian trail, they call it, you know, chasing the durian season around Asia. But anyways, so, you know, these are my favorite foods that are heating. So when you eat a lot of heating foods, you're going to notice it on your face, on your body. And I noticed these fruits can be a bit more stimulating in a way, like durian and jackfruit and champadag. These are all like heating, and rambutan and longan. So it does it's a lot for your body. It is. So you gotta take your time. You gotta balance these foods, the heating and the cooling. If you live in a colder environment, eat more heating foods. But now I'm trying to eat durian more when it's just raining. But here it's hot so much, so I feel like I don't get to enjoy a lot of the heating foods without these side effects of too much heating. But it is minimal. It's not like a big thing for me because I drink a lot of coconut water, which is very cooling, and I live a fruitarian lifestyle. The base of a fruitarian lifestyle should always be juicy, sweet fruits, which are typically cooling. Dragon fruit, watermelon, like I talked about. Papayas. Papayas are actually a neutral fruit in the Chinese medicine. Same with soursop. So they actually balance you out. So if you have too much heating or too much cooling, just eat a soursop, eat some papaya, you're good. So yeah, blue light is a really big one. If you spend too much time on your phone, you might notice that you get acne breakouts, and you're like, whoa, that's, because everybody thinks it's diet related, and it's not always. It can be your phone. Like I remember I was juice fasting, and I was on like a citrus, having a bunch of citrus juices, and then I got like acne breakouts. And I'm like, what is this? And of course, it could just be elimination from this from the juices, which is another thing, because I was overbearing the kidneys with all the liquid, and that's another thing. If you have too much liquid, your kidneys can't handle a certain amount of liquid. They say like about a liter per hour is too much, so have less than a liter per hour. And during a juice fast, especially if you're not getting enough sun and not sweating enough, this can overbear the kidneys, and you start eliminating through the skin. But it's not a bad thing. Acne is not a bad thing. It's a body's natural process. So people who don't get acne, for example, and they eat standard American diet, they think, oh, I'm healthy. I don't get acne breakouts and stuff like this. But that's not really the case at all. It's your body doesn't know how to get it out because it's so stuck up. It's so stuck up. And when you go long term on a raw food diet and you start flushing the kidneys and your colon, and you start doing these things, your body gets very sensitive and your body gets very good at eliminating. It's a very good thing, okay? Acne is a good thing. Okay? It's a natural processes. So I think people have this common misconception like, oh, this person has acne, they're very unhealthy. It's not always the case. It might be, no one's perfect. Of course, sometimes I spend a little bit too much time on my phone. Sometimes I overeat. Sometimes I eat too much fat. Sometimes I eat too much protein. Even jackfruit. Jackfruit is really high in protein, and egg fruit. Avocado. Avocado is 80% fat. I was watching a Dan McDonald video, and he's like, athletes should eat like 1 avocado a day, and if you're not an athlete, you should have like half an avocado. That's how much fat. That's how concentrated they are with all these minerals and fat. Like, it's an amazing food, but in moderation. Back in my early days of raw, I would eat like 13 avocados, and I would get crazy breakouts and stuff like this. So let's see. Chinese medicine, heating, cooling, too much sun, excess, stress. Oh my gosh. Couldn't we all do with a little bit less stress in our life? That's a big thing, Especially on the weekends here. Pollution. That was another one. Pollution is huge. On the weekends here, it can get a little busy, especially this past weekend. It was a holiday. And, when you're out in traffic, I like to go to the markets a lot, hunt around for fruit, and, it can get a lot. Just on the weekends, like, there's not much pollution at all during the weeks, which is awesome, and there's, like, barely any people at the beach at all, so it's nice. But yeah, pollution is a big one. Stress. I think stress is one of the biggest ones because when you have a hormonal imbalance, it really messes with your skin. So I think that's it for this video. Again, this is just based on my own experiences. Let me know down in the comments like what you guys have experienced for acne and if I missed anything. You know, they say vitamin C is great for acne. You know, so if you don't have enough vitamin C, like for example, dragon fruit, super high in vitamin C, and you know, that helps with iron absorption as well. Non-heme iron. It's funny, I was actually looking at this account where this lady had anemia, and she was on a meat-based keto diet before and coming off of that into a fruit-based diet, and her anemia went away. Her doctor was like, what? But anyways, yeah, vitamin C is really important, so get that citrus in. You know, citrus is one of the best things for acne, and like I said, stay away from these heating foods. If you want to eliminate your acne, sweating is so important to get the elimination going. If you're not sweating, then your pores are, you know, getting clogged, and they get stuck up with dirt and everything that you encounter on the daily basis. You know, take regular showers. Sometimes I take 3-4 showers a day because I'm so freaking hot and I'm sweating all the time. But I also have very oily skin. And I don't know if this is due to living in a humid environment or what it is, but people with oily skin are more prone to acne. But anyways, I just wanted to share this a bit with you guys. I noticed that when I'm low stress, and usually like stress is the biggest one for me, and not spending too much time on my phone, spending more time in nature, I have like the most amazing glowing skin. And so yeah, juicy fruits, nature, vitamin C, cooling foods, have a balance. I hope this helped any of you guys that are suffering out there with acne. I don't think animal products are helpful at all in this. If anything, they're just going to clog you up more, and you're not going to be able to eliminate these toxins that are in your body. Another thing, chemtrails, these heavy metals that are just being dropped in the sky all the time. So there's so many things in this world we live in today. You know, we don't live in a natural world. We don't live in an ideal world. So there's only so much we can do to get this detox. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really love the dialogue and the feedback from you guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Maybe I can get a thumbnail. Okay. See you guys. Thank you so much for watching.